Well then, I don't know what happened there. But we are back. Apologies, we're back. PS4 decided to end it. Anyway, we've got 1 minute left to quali, and let's see what is going on then. Tigman starts his fast lap. Eltink, he's not actually going to improve. He's not going to make it back to a finish. Oh, maybe. Q-Tips retired from a session. Only P13 for him. Gavin, Delta from earlier on. Tim Ventink has retired from a session as well. Lion is about to start his fast lap. Can one of the MNT crew take pole position in Australia? Sector is slowing down. Will he make it? Eltink's actually retired from a session. I don't know where. But he has. Oh, he's actually coming out of turn 10. Oh dear, so Eltink's P2, that's confirmed. Let's have a look. So there's a Red Bull coming through. It's Ozone Zero. He's about to finish his time. As the times start crawling in. And here we go. And turn 16 for the Red Bull of Ozone Zero. And let's see if he can improve. 20.8 to improve. 19, 20.5. He goes up to P10. Next car to cross is a Racing Point. It is Ryan. He's also finishing his fast lap. Is he faster than a 20.1 so far? Let's find out. He crosses for Lion. He goes 20.1 again and can't really do anything. As a Tigman crosses for Lion as well. Next car to cross is a KV Lion. Can he improve on his 20.346? Maybe. He crosses the line. 21.96, goes 7th fastest. The session has ended. Sector MNT Lion has retired from a session. KV Lion clocks in a 7th place. And at the moment, there you go. So there are the standings. We'll take a quick screenshot of them. Take a quick screenshot. Sorry the stream ended, by the way. I have no idea what happened. I actually have no idea. There we go. We'll take a screenshot of the last bits as well of the people. So there we go. Tigman is on pole by over nearly a quarter of a second. Lion's just behind by 800ths. Pat, Sector, Ryan completing the top 6. Best of the rest, we have Lime, Bjorn, Spice, Zero, Cam. In the top 11. Everyone's on softs, but of course 11th downwards get to pick. And sorry that the stream ended, ladies and gentlemen. We had a bit of a mare, but we are now here and we are back. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But there we go. But there we go. So we've got a bit of time to wait before the formation lap begins, and let's try and get all the I don't know. Blue division went a little bit wrong. The stream anyway. We are back though. I think. Let me just have a look at the volume. Yes, it did, which is good. So we got a bit of time to chill. We got a formation lap to come as well, and happy days. It looks sunny. And you can see just in the bottom right of a Mercedes gauge, Cam's hard tyres waiting. They just changed the soft. You see that? Cheeky glitch there. And there we go. We got the Paddock Club above the pit lane. And here we go then. We've got the one red light for the start of the formation lap. Tyres are there. Soft tyres for the top 10. Watt Islander 15th, Delta and Ventink 17th and 18th. We have a medium set for Cam, LRB, Q-Tip, Toast and Gavin. So 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th and 16th are on the medium compound. So 29 laps we're going to have of Albert Park. That will be interesting stuff as well. I'm just going to see how the red division are getting on before we get underway with the blue division, which I am very, very excited about. So they're on the formation lap as well. Their formation lap has literally just started to, and that is interesting. So we're routing towards the bendy straight after turn 10. They're just going down to turn 6. So both races are in about the same order as well, which is good to see. And we'll get to grips with what is happening at the moment. We've got 18 drivers here. How many are going to actually finish is a good question. Will we have an early safety car as well? That's another question you've got to ask yourself as well. And here we go. And so Tigman is routing the pack. Elting slowed down a little bit to maybe help his tyre temperatures a bit as well. But there's a racing point of Sector who slowed down a little bit as well to give him a tyre advantage. As we go on board with Tim Ventink in the McLaren at the back of the grid, to try and warm up his tyres as best as he can. Will there be any controversies into turn 1? Let's find out very soon. And here we go then, we are on board with the back marker so far. The last person to line up on his grid as we get ready for the start of the half season. Here we go then, it's season 1.5 of BPRL, the first race of 9, and we're in Albert Park. It's now time to get going. It's lights out and away we go. It wasn't a hole for very long at all, and it seems Elting has got a really good start as this wheel to wheel with Tigman trying to take the inside, pushes him off a little bit, but he's okay out of turn 2. Elting now leads, Tigman second with a safety car already. A colossal mess out of turn 1, featuring the 2 Red Bulls as well of Ozone, MNT, LRB, Bijon and Delta. I think a colossal mess out of turns 1 and 2, and we already have a safety car in the blue division, as the red division just have its lights out as we say it. And there we go then, and that was very, very interesting. And oh, there's a safety car in red division as well. It's gone all wrong. Oh dear, 2 safety cars in both divisions in the start of the half season. Absolute controversy as well in red division. I think a car just took someone out, but here I'm not sure. I couldn't see. So will anyone pit early or not? We will find out. But we have safety cars in both divisions and here. So let's have a quick look at position changes early on then. So at the moment, Elting and Tigman swapped. It was a really good getaway from Elting. Really, really good. Tigman, so they swapped. Sector's up 2, Lines up 3, Pat's down 1, Spice up 3, Cam up 4, Q-Tip up 5 into 8th, Winders up 6, down 7 for Ryan, down 7 for Big John, down 13 for Lion. Elting decides to pit, so does Tigman, so does Lion, so does KV Line, and not Sector. And let's see the grid flip here. So what tyres is Elton put it on? He's put it on hard, so Elton plans to go to the end in Australia, which is fair enough, and that is very, very interesting. And we'll see. I didn't quite see what happened at the start into turn 1. But something didn't go quite right, that's for sure. So the grid have flipped a little bit. New mediums for Cam, Bajon and Zero. Hard compound for Delta Line, Pat and Ryan. And a cheeky safety car at the start of Albert Park tonight. I think it's about its mean time to have a quick drink of water as well. A safety car. We'll probably do another lap, to be fair. So, interesting start. The good thing, the only good thing is, apart from some drivers losing 7 or 13 places, is that we have got everyone here. We haven't lost anyone. We're still good. We've still got 18. So that's okay. We've got another lap under a safety car as well. We've got Sector now leading the pack as Eltic, Tigman and etc. Pitted for the hard compound tyres. Spice and Meowfer behind, Q-Tip and the Ferrari behind on the mediums. He can go for a while. What under Toast and Gavin. And Tim Bentic and LRB completed the top 8. They haven't pitted. Everyone else decided to. And yeah, it was a bit of a colossal mess in turn 2 at the rear. We didn't catch it, but I'm sure we'll have some clips. What happened in Red Division as well, I'm not going to lie, there was a Mercedes and Toro Rosso who went wheel to wheel into turn 1 very forcefully. And yeah, it was a Mercedes driver, got a little bit shafted, but we are got to concentrate on this division for now. 8 drivers will not be getting any points here, so we've got to find out who those 8 are, as a cheeky connection bug for Sector. And we've got everyone back to the safety car, so the safety car will definitely be coming in a little bit. And we'll get cracking on from lap 4, 26 laps, including that one to go. I don't think the weather is due to change. Normally we get told, which is interesting. And we've probably got another 40 minutes of racing to come. Will we see another safety car as well? Don't forget, we've got another turn 1 with 18 cars to come after the safety car comes in as well. So that's always interesting, and we know how feisty and quick some of these drivers are. So let's see, the safety car is making its way in as Sector is in charge of the pack start. He can start at any point before the racing line, as he's warming up his tyres as best as he can. And let's see what he can do in his racing point. His teammate at the moment is 16th, but he has pitted for hards. Where he could go to the end, but don't want to get held up too much. And I'll get my yawn done before we restart. Sector is in charge of a restart, and there you go, whacked on his power for 16 and restarts. And Spice looked to have capitalised on that a little bit. He only gets a little bit of slipstream. He probably won't be able to make the move yet. Coming down the starting straight, Q-Tip, Warner, Toast, Gavin and Tim Ventink into turn 1. No major problems at the moment, as you can see. I'm all getting through. No overtakes from a safety car as Pat's losing the back end a little bit, and he has lost his car completely. Pat Williams is has hit the wall after turn 2. He's lost his left side of the wing, and it's all gone wrong for big man Pat. Sector, Spice, Q-Tip and War Islander are your top 4, led by Toast, Gavington, Venting and LRB. And a couple of others as well. There's a Ferrari going wheel to wheel with Q-Tip as he does a switch back and takes War Islander onto the grass a little bit, which was a really good move, but it put the Haas driver off. Toast went round to the side, so did Gavin as well. He might have a pretty good exit. Sorry, that's Tim Ventic, my apologies. Might have a pretty good exit on the Haas as well, as Toast hits for cone number 11. And what a move by Q-Tip to switch back War Islander, and that cost him 3 places as he tries to fake a dive bomb on Gavin into 13. Doesn't quite come off as he loses the back end, and Islanders had a bit of a nightmare, and he's also struggling for traction with no wing as well. As MNT line 6 behind him, he's going to have to pit. Is Mr. Wilder. He's going to have to put hard on to the end as Sector leads us on to lap 5. It's kicking off a little bit as Toro Rosso and LRB of Elksink and LRB. Here we go wheel to wheel as he looks for a switchback. LRB cut that curve pretty heavily. He's also lost a bit of traction as well, and LRB drops to 8th place, and Tichman tries to capitalise, but here comes KV line, I think, in my house next to him, wheel to wheel through turn 3 as it's hard versus hard. hard. Could be a talking point later on in the race, maybe. As we both pitted, they both get dragged out. Cam looks for an opportunity, and Tigman's lost 2 places. Tigman, the pole sitter, in qualifying. His Renault is completely round after turn 5. And Tigman is now 16th place after setting pole position. We've got yellow flags in 2 and 3. I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, that's Pat coming back out of the pits on the set of mediums. Sector lead, Spice is 8 tenths behind, Q-Tip 1.8, after a great move. You just see Toast in the background, taking turn 12 pretty wide. Gavington Benton, the 2 McLarens doing okay for now, as they carry on their started tyres. Eltink is 7th, LLB 8 KV line, and Cam completing the rest of the top 10 at the moment. And it's all getting pretty feisty in Melbourne at the moment. And I think everything is just calm down just a tiny bit. On to lap 6 we go. No yellow flags, so overtakes as well. Pat Warren and Tishman a little bit of a back now, and then you've got the leader gap from Ozone Zero to Figure Only. 14 seconds to 15th place, which is really good to see. Out to the front, the 2 McLarens doing well again. They are quite close though, as Tim Benton struggled to keep that car fully flat out through 5, but he's okay. Getting close to Toast as well. He keeps going wide a little bit on a couple of curbs, but they're going to try and capitalise on that for a little bit. But I don't think Q-Tip has a teammate tonight. LR Ghost is not here, so Q-Tip's doing all he can for the Ferraris on his own at the moment. And Sector and Spice doing pretty well. Gavin's pretty close to Toasty. Will have DRS. We have a DRS after a safety car. Cam's got a 3-second penalty in P10 as well. And let's keep on board with Gavin here, because if he can catch up just to the gearbox of that I know we said Mercedes, because Toast is always Mercedes in other leagues, but Renault, he might have a go. Down to turn 1, down to turn 3 as well. Let's have a look. So Gavin does well. Toast is taking it wide a little bit, struggling for a bit of downforce. He goes on the grass again, and Gavin gets a pretty decent, well, it looked decent. Tried to get the switch stream, might not be able to make the move here, but he definitely might be able to. Down to turn 3. Let's have a look. So the exit is pretty good. He will have a DRS. Can he keep it in there? I think he might just have enough room to make a dive bomb here. As Gavin, he goes to the inside. Does he brake late? He tries it, but Toast clips in, and everything's okay. Bit of a contact, but nothing wrong doing from either. And so does Gavin have his left hand plate still? Yep, no problem. Tim Benting's behind. Eltink's in 6. Ozone and Delta might have just swapped going down to turn 3. That might have been a good move. We just couldn't catch it in time. And we'll see what happens regarding that. Sector's lead, 1.3 seconds at the moment. Bit of a small gap between, look at these 3 or 4 even. So now Eltink has got in front of Tim Venting. Was it a mistake? I don't know, but Tim Venting's on soft tyres as well. So you have to wonder the question as well, as yeah, there we go. Oh, someone's gone wide. It's Toast. He might have lost 4 positions. I think he has. Oh, he's going everywhere. Oh, there's a colossal crash with Toast. And who was it with? I don't know who it was with. But there's another safety car in Albert Park, and it might have been Delta. Gavin gets a 5-second pen for speeding in the pit lane. So did someone else. The people that can pit are probably thanking Toast, not on purpose of course, but he tried to come back on the track, and someone smashed into him, and I think it was Delta. Apparently also in the red division, they're on lap 7 and starting with 20 drivers, there's only 12 left. Oh, okay. Anyway, so wait, why did Cam put inters on? Why did Cam put inters on? Am I being silly? Is that a glitch? What is going on here? He's put inters on. Was he meant to do that? I don't think so. I don't see any way. Don't see too much cloud. But hard tyres for most drivers now. Sector and Spice weren't able to pit in time. It goes back to Tiedemann and then the rest. So will they decide to pit now? Probably, yeah. Probably mediums if they can make it. Yeah, they do pit. So Sector comes in to the pits to put a set of mediums on. Hopefully he doesn't speed to get a stupid penalty. They're both okay. And there we go then. Spice was held up a tiny bit there. I don't know why. But so Sector and Spice have mediums on, but we're going to be behind everyone else. So they're going to have to make the overtakes. It does allow Warhounder to catch up though on a fresh set of mediums. Pat might as well pit if he's got a fresh set of mediums left. If he doesn't, I don't know. And there we go. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Pat doesn't decide to pit, he decides to continue, and they'll catch up with safety car. It should come in at the end of this lap. It's been a weird start. I didn't quite see what happened to Toast. I'm getting a vibe that he was challenged in turn 13 and he was pushed off wide, and as he was pushed off wide he had a loss of traction. As he came back onto the track, he's been absolutely smashed by Delta, and unfortunately they're both out. And this is the second safety car. Or was it the third? Second? And after the lap 1 controversy, the safety car is actually not coming in. However, it can make a late decision. Yes, it has made a late decision. Good. No need to do an extra lap for no reason. So when Eltink crosses the line, it's going to be lap 10, and we will have 20 laps of Albert Park to go. Red Division is having an absolute controversy, down from 20 to 12. Madness. Elton can start the grid whenever he wants, and he actually starts really early and catches everyone sleeping. What a good move. KV Line, LRB, sorry, is under threat from KV Line after the second safety car restart, and he might be in trouble as well. All the cars are pretty good, so I'll try and track most of the overtakes as we go down. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. There's an Alfa Romeo of Spice. He's off. The Haas of KV Line is spinning away as well. He's going to have to let so many cars through as well as the McLaren of Gavin has to break behind KV Line. Big John moves up one. Wenton Q to the Tiedemann all move up a place. Spice in the Alpha went wide. He's missing a left end plate as well as he goes into the wall, and Spice loses his tyre at turn 5. No safety car is too far away. M&T Lion makes a move, a really good move on LRB as well. Sector and Cam having a little scrap as well, as the two almost go wheel to wheel. Down the bendy straight makes no sense, but that's what we're calling it. As Sector goes for the inside to turn 11. Can we both break late? Sector's been tapped. He's been clicked again. There's a nightmare. Pat's retired as well from his in the back of Sector. Australia has turned into a nightmare. It's turned into a colossal nightmare for the half season. It's turned into a nightmare for Red Division. And it's turned into a nightmare for Blue Division, as Elton leads us on to lap 11. And it's all going wrong in Albert Park for the first race of season 1.5. Hello, Mike. And wow, it's yeah. And there we go. So at the moment then, Eltic, Lion, LRB, Tiegsman. LRB has to pit, of course. Gavin might have just made a move on Zero as well, down to turn 3. The Red Bull looks for a switch back around the outside of turn 5. You don't see that happen very often. That was a good move by Zero. Lap 11, turn 5 on the outside as well. Really good move as Pat has left the session. Gavin's coming straight back at the Red Bull road to try and take him down to turn 9. I don't think he's quite going to make it this time. He'll wait for the DRS zone, of course. Cam is trying to mop up any mistakes. Gavin looked pretty quick out of there, but not going to be able to make a move. Wylander might make a move on Cam down to turn 11, the left-right hair, chicane, sorry. But doesn't quite do so. No DRS just yet. No good exit for Gavin either. The Red Bull will just about be okay. Down to turn 13. Tiegsman's pretty close to LRB as well. We'll keep an eye on this. Maybe get some DRS once they cross the line. For the start of the next lap. But Eltink and Lion, the MNT gang, two different teams here though, are doing pretty well. P3 until massive Muppet decides to dive on it. Yeah, I didn't see it, but I saw the aftermath. Tiegsman cuts the curb a little bit, and no DRS just yet. But maybe at the start of next lap, we will. Ryan, Q-Tip, Tim Ventink, but John just behind. The Haas of KB Line coming into the screen. There's Gavin and Zero go wheel to wheel again through turn 3, and the Red Bull gets it done again. Turn 5 last time, turn 3 this time, and Zero has got Gavin in his pocket at the moment. Sector, I think, didn't pit. Somehow got no damage from what happened, which is crazy. As Cam gets another 3-second pen, that's 6 for him. Pat's out, Spice is out, Toast is out, and Delta is out of the Australian Grand Prix. As Eltink has a bit of a tank slapper, might affect him on the exit, and Lion has to slow down because of his unstableness as well. So the curve's struggling. 10 laps to Hearts, showing their wear a little bit as well. Lap 12 of 29, about to be 13. It's all gone off in Australia, and it's all gone wrong actually. For a few people, and hopefully, I mean, of course, for my league, I'll be doing a stewards report, making sure that doesn't happen. But yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, Red Division as well. Turn 1, they went wheel to wheel and basically crashed. And Tiegsman overtakes LRB down to turn 1. 2 people just got penalties, but John was one of them. I'm not quite sure who the other one is. As LRB and Ryan almost go wheel to wheel. Ryan breaks really late. Can we both go wheel to wheel through turn 3? Good racing from a pair of them as Ryan gets through on a hard set of tyres. And Ryan's now P4, LRB down to P5. Q-Tip's just behind on fresh hards, near enough. Tim Ventink, Big John, KB Line and Ozo behind them. And the 2 MNT gang, the Toros and Red Bull drivers, sister Red Bull teams separately. So they definitely won't be on teams here. Leading really well. Both of them only half a second apart, but 3.7 from Tiegsman. Tiegsman's done really well to work his way from the back of the grid up to the top. As I say that, he gets a 3-second time penalty. You see all the cars coming through the chicane in the background. No incidents at the moment. And it's not too bad for now. And there we go. So it's a little bit more. It's a little bit of a controlled chaos at the moment. It seems to have settled down a bit, but it definitely wasn't settled. That's for sure. But that is what Australia brings, I guess. Lion will have DRS down to turn 3. Won't have the room to make a move though, but we're moving closer to Mr. Eltink. Ryan, excuse me. Zero decides to pit, I'm guessing for a set of mediums, yes, and a change of wings. A safety car will bring Zero back into it. Tim Ventink is ghosting for a little bit at the moment, but I don't know if that's an AI driving or not. I can't really tell. I think that's AI. And there we go. So Q-Tip's pretty close to LRB. Still got a really good gap to Big John. Q-Tip is 3 seconds ahead. And those medium tyres will be degrading just a little bit. What's faster, 13 laps of mediums or 6 laps of hards? Begs a question. Begs a question. Jack and Williams. Gavin Exclamation mark. Yeah, he's ninth place at the moment. Had a bit of an incident earlier on. I didn't see the incident though, so I can't comment just yet. And there we go. So the people missing from tonight: Machine Fishy and LR Ghost. One of them a Toro Rosso driver, one of them a Ferrari driver. There we go. So Lion might be able to make a move. He gets this exit point absolutely spot on. Might have a bit of a chance. He might actually have a chance, but the corner closes really quick. Like, you have to be on the gearbox of them and get an insane exit as he gets really close to the gearbox of Elting at the moment. But that overtake cannot be done for now. But we'll keep an eye on it. Q-Tip has just got past LRB again. Is it again? Or no, not again. Properly. Q-Tip's now into P5. And LRB into Q. Qualifying 6. P6 at the moment. So set to have that moment out of turn 11, of course, as he tries the dive bomb, which doesn't pay off, and KV Lion was pretty much ready for that. I know Sector will want to get past him as quickly as possible, but that is not always possible in this situation. KV Lion gets a 3-second time penalty. Sector goes wide at 12, nearly loses its back end. Wander can close a little bit too. Lion's a little bit closer to Elting as well. How many times are we going to say that before the overtake is done? Elting just seems to get a decent exit. Lion looks like he's at the back of the gearbox and then just isn't, but here we go. He's catching up. Can he make the move down to turn 3? Get the exit right, Lion, and you may have a chance, but he doesn't get it quite right, and Elting should be okay just to hold it down to turn 3, just like last time. So Lion needs to get, oh my god, Lion makes a cheeky dive bomb to turn 3. No damage from a pair of them, and I didn't expect that, and I don't think Elting did either. No damage for both of them, which is good to see. But that was interesting. So Elting's going to have to be on his toes a little bit. Let him know you're there, son, is what we like to see. That was unexpected. I didn't see that. Hexfee, oh my goodness. I did not see that coming. So in the red division, they've got another safety car. Down from 20 to 11 drivers. Which is just crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So Elting still first, leads us on to lap number 17. We got 13 laps to go of what has been a pretty chaotic race, if I'm honest, but it's all good for now. It's controlled itself a little bit. Nothing's happened since the second safety car. It's a little bit better. Sector gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lanes. Zero gets a 3-second time penalty. Sector now changes his wing. Is that a Sector getting 0 points for tonight's race? Maybe, but John might have just got past LRB. There's a freeway going round to turn 5. Not 3 cars definitely don't go through. And LRB's teammate of Cam, which isn't Slash, but it is a reserve, actually sent LRB a little bit wide. Now LRB actually hasn't pitted yet, so he will need to pit very, very soon. Gavin's on his case as well. In the McLaren. So the McLarens were 5th and 6th, but now 9th and 12th. Sorry about me yawning. When I talk too much, I yawn. I don't know why. But here we go, and Gavin's going to probably make his move to LRB on the outside of turn 13. Clips in a little bit, they go wheel to wheel. Gavin makes it through, they both lose traction as LRB then loses his place to KV Lion as well, who now moves up to 9th place, who's still on the hards to the end. And LRB takes the pit stop Now, he should come out in front of the McLaren of Tim Bentinck, to be fair. Safety car would do LRB a favour. Sector gets another 3-second penalty. So does Cam. That's 9 seconds for Cam. Leader gap. Not too bad up until 10th. KV Line might have just got past Gavin down to turn 3. He has. KV Line 3 positions in 3 corners. Just go fastest lap is Sector at the moment, and then I believe it is Tigman. That may change as LRB had soft tyres on. That may change just a little bit. Red division still under safety car rules for now. Blue division, we've been alright after the second safety car. It's been okay as Lion takes the inside move to 13. Didn't even see it coming, didn't even notice, and he gets it done. So Lion in I say the sister Red Bull, but the main Red Bull takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix as he leads us on to lap number 19. 11 laps to go. Tigman has closed the gap as well, and so has Ryan. We've got a 4-horse race developing for the end of this race. I don't know about penalties. There are a lot, but I don't think there are any for the top 4. Don't count Q-Tip out either. I mean, he's a little bit far behind, but he's definitely got fresh tyres. B. John's just overtaken Cam as well into P6. Cam's got 9 seconds of penalties and maybe more. So that's interesting. We got Canada after this as well. So talking about penalties, Canada is going to be a penalty fest on that last chicane, no doubt. Then Austria, Britain, Germany, Belgium, Italy, Singapore and Brazil. We got a street circuit in there as well, which is good, right at the end as well, to end on Brazil again. Every time leagues end on Brazil. Anyway, Lions open that gap up to the front by a second. Good job by him. Happened a lap ago. Green now, it doesn't quite match for Red Bull though. Tigman is catching up very quickly to Altimo. We know Tigman's pace, and Lion will probably want to increase that gap as much as he possibly can. Tigman started on pole. He went to the back as well. He literally went to the back of the grid. He span out, had to pit. And they made, Eltic, oh no, what happened to Tigman? Tigman's lost his car on the finish line. The guy who was having no problems. I don't know what happened. I think Eltic got damage to his wing and Tigman had to drive left and right a little bit. And he's lost his front wing. He's in the middle of the track. And what was that Haas doing? I don't know why he drove through the debris. Oh, what happened there? How has Tigman done that? The pole sitter, he gone for the back of the pack, back into third, about to get an overtake on second. Eltic damages his wing, and Tigman had to, I don't know why he turned left and right so much. I really don't know. I've no idea. I've no idea why Tigman drove left and right like that. But he's left the session. Oh dear. And that moves Ryan up to third. 8 seconds for Q-Tip behind. John 2.5 behind him. And that moves everyone up a place. Sector's now into P10. 2.5 behind LRB, but then 19 behind Warner. Ryan might have just made a move on Elton, but we can't quite get there quick enough at all. Also, Elton closes up to the racing point as well. I'm sorry I didn't see it. I was concentrating on other stuff. It's very hard. Very hard to keep up. As there we go. And so Eltink has to pit, and that's going to put Q-Tip into the podium places. However, Eltink will have soft tyres. I don't know where he's going to come up. He might come out behind that whole pack of Wilder. He is actually going to come out behind the pack of Wilder, and you can see Wilder just coming past now. And there you go, Eltink's actually, he's got to change his wing, hasn't he? So he might come out behind LRB. So Eltink's race, Tigman's race, has just gone down the drain. Lion leads by 4 seconds, Ryan leads by another 3.4 nearly. And Q-Tip's now into the podiums, but John behind, 2.5 still. And we still have 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again. In Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the chaotic pits, but we haven't. We've got 9 laps to go. And it's all kicking off again in Australia. I thought we got past the cha I thought we got past the the chaos of the second safety car. And there we go. So have we got, so I'm just sending a couple messages to make sure, maybe get some driver opinions or whatever. So at the moment, is there a fight for the lead? Yeah, let's see if Ryan can pick up his pace a little bit. Q-Tip as well, but John is catching from 2.5 to 2, so Cam is as well, but Cam's got incessant amount of penalties. KV Lion, he's catching up to Cam pretty quickly. Fake to move into one, gets a pretty good exit. Cam takes a lot of curb and somehow gets away pretty well. But will the Haas of KV Line make his move into turn 3? He's going to go down the inside. Can't brake early enough though. Sorry, late enough. Stays behind Cam for the moment. Soft tyres for Elton and LRB, but Elton picks up a 3-second penalty. It's pretty difficult going from 19 laps of hards to fresh softs. And there we go then. So at the moment, Lion's looking pretty good for a half-season victory in Albert Park. But anything can go wrong, as we saw with Eltic and Tigman, two of the quickest drivers tonight, making some colossal mistakes, that's for sure. And there we go, interesting stuff. And just trying to catch up on a couple of things. I don't think there's too much happening at the moment. We'll keep an eye on this little pack here though. But John has caught up Q-Tip a little bit. Look at that. So the gap 2 laps ago was 2.5 seconds. It's now down to 0.5. KV Lion has entered the pits for a drive-through penalty. I don't know what that was for, but it's been done. That pushes LRB up to 8th. Eltink's 11 behind Wilder. Can he catch him? No idea. But John, let's keep an eye on this one. So this could be the next overtake. Actually, Sector's pretty close to KV Lion, and he brakes really late. Actually hits the back of KV Lion. Does Sector, and I'm sure Sector will let him past very shortly, but Sector did hit him in the back, and I'm sure he will let him pass a little bit in a little bit when he gets there, of course. I'm sure if he doesn't, that's a bit unfair. But John, 2 steps away from Q-Tip. Could we see the overtake between the Alfa Romeo and the Ferrari to take the 3rd placed spot for a potential podium? Here we go then. I don't think he's going to get it here because he won't have enough room, but as long as he can get close to Q-Tip, he might be able to make it down to turn 3. So look, that gap is closing from the Alfa Romeo. Can he get a decent exit? It looks okay. Q-Tip gets away well as well. Q-Tip might just keep that 3rd place spot. Let's find out. The Alfa Romeo is getting closer. Will he make a move into turn 3? Makes a cheeky dive to the inside, but Q-Tip does well. Bit of contact between both drivers, but both seem okay. And Q-Tip keeps that 3rd spot just for now, as these two are getting really close and getting a little bit tetchy as well. Cam's closed the gap, but he's got loads of penalties. Wilder, not too sure. He might have a penalty, I don't know. But Eltink's closing that gap from 11 to 9. Can he close it enough with the 6 laps we have remaining? Lion and Ryan are looking really good at the front though, and these two are having a right good scrap going down to turn 10, and we will see if anything comes about it very soon. Is a dive bomb going to be made? The Alfa Romeo Bijon is going to go round the outside of 13, doesn't quite come off, gets a good exit though. Q-Tip covers him off for 14, and here we go then. Here is the overtake going to happen between these two. Q-Tip's making it as hard as possible They've both got basically the same wall of tyres, and Q-Tip actually gets a pretty good exit out of 16, but he is battling. 50% battery for Q-Tip, 90 for Bjorn as well, as I think Q-Tip's got just about a good enough exit to keep turn 3 to make it his. He does, and Bjorn is not getting past Q-Tip just yet. There's no way. Gavin moves into P9 because Sector comes into the pits for a pair of softs. So does KV Lion. No change of the wing though, and you might as well go for a fastest lap if you're not going to improve on your time. And we'll just keep an eye on these two because they're getting really close. It's not too much about Cam behind, although he can have an influence. He's got 10 seconds of penalties, or 9 or 12 or something, so it doesn't really matter. But John had a bit of a tank slap out of the 10 and lost a bit of time to Q-Tip, but this Q-Tip struggled with an exit, and the Alpha got an insane run down there of the Ferrari's Q-Tip derated car, and there we go. So Bjorn trying to use as much of a curb of turn 14 as possible, and there was a bit of contact from the car behind. What was that? Cam? He just taps the back of Bjorn and sends his own Mercedes off the track. Weird, but that buys Bjorn a little bit more time as well. Winders behind on 18 laps of medium. He's going to finish the race, but those tyres are going to be quite dead. And that's it. Well, the Renaults have been shafted completely, and yeah, they have. There's no doubt about that. The comment isn't in the YouTube, it's in the Discord, but they have incessantly in Australia tonight. But there are 4 laps to go. Lions leading. Lions cut the gap to 3.3, which is an improvement. It is Lion just starting to settle that pace a little bit. Oh, Ryan gets a 3-second pen, and that is going to dampen his efforts to catch Lion. Maybe there's only one winner at the moment. How is Red Division getting on? I don't know. The stream has stopped for Red Division. Will the Alpha make his move into turn 13? Goes on the inside, brakes really late. Q-Tip will be looking for that switchback again. Look at that! He gets a switchback perfectly, and Q-Tip's back into P3. Fantastic racing from both of these. Red Division is back on. I think just had a few connection issues, and it's down to 8 drivers in Red Division. It's gone from 20 to 8. What? How? Anyway, the lowest interval gap is these two, and again the Alpha Male, not the greatest exit, might just be enough to make a move. But Q-Tip's under pressure here, gonna cover the inside. KV Lion has retired on the hairpin, and no one's near him, so it won't be a safety car, but his car is halfway on the track, and KV Lion is not gonna finish this race either. And he's done 26.5 laps, and he's not going to make it to the end of the race, and neither 12 drivers from Red Divisions. The Alpha makes a dive to turn 10. Good job he didn't quit the Ferrari, or he would have been in a bit of trouble. But these two are racing like machines, and to be fair, it's the only, you know, kind of pack. I say pack, but the duo that are actually competing at the moment. Lion's still got a 4-second gap in front. He's looking in control, but John might make a dive into 13 again as the two go wheel to wheel, but Q-Tip comes out again in front of Big John, and the racing so cleanly. He tries again, but Q-Tip gets ahead, and he tries a switch back to 14. Good racing from a pair of them, but Q-Tip again stays just in front. Problem for him, the Alpha's got DRS. He's also got a pretty good exit as well. This might be his chance to get into 3rd place. Q-Tip has battled so well, but will Q-Tip have DRS for the next point? He can't quite get the exit on the Alfa Romeo, and Bajon will have the DRS to take into 3. So now Q-Tip, after holding on for all that time, now has to do his work to try and get that podium spot from Bajon. Fantastic racing from both of them for ages. But Eltic, who's he? He's coming in I mean, of course we know who he is, but he had that damage, put softs on. He's now gone from 16 seconds behind them, or whatever it was, 12 to 16. Now 2.2 from Q-Tip. He's got 2 laps to try and catch him as well. He will have a bit of tyre deg left to abuse as well. As we go on board with Ryan, who's nearly going to put us on the final lap of what has been just a colossal, crazy race. Not as crazy as Red, because that's now down to 7. Oh, jeez. Lion leads us on, though, to lap number 29 of 29. And Ryan, 3.8 seconds behind with a penalty. But John might have just kept that P3. He's got a bit of a gap as well. But Q-Tip has some DRS to help him. Maybe not the battery he would have liked. But he's got something to close that gap if he can on the final lap. Will we see any final lap overtakes? It's Cam and War Islander go wheel to wheel down to turn 1. Cam brakes late. But War Islander might not know that Cam has a lot of penalties and he's probably going to get P6 anyway. As you can see, War Islander struggling for fuel a little bit. He's on the red fuel tank. So is Q-Tip, and that's why you might have to drop off a little bit. Lion's on low fuel as well, but I'm sure he'll be on lean to end the race. Gavin, who was on low fuel? War Islander, yeah, we said that. And there we go. It's been a pretty chaotic race. Both divisions have had absolute nightmares in them. The Renaults have been shafted, so has a couple of other people, but MNT Lion didn't start pole. In fact, he actually started 3rd, but he comes round turn 16 for the 3rd race of season 1.5 BPRL. He does win in Albert Park. Race 1 out of 9, he wins. Ryan comes in a 2nd place as well. Great result for him. Bajon and Q-Tip are separated by 2 seconds. But does Bajon have any secret penalties? We don't know. If he doesn't, he comes in for a very good 3rd place in his Alfa Romeo. Q-Tip crosses the line and does go 3rd. Bajon did have penalties. Elton finishes 5th. Cam finishes 6th, but he's going to drop a few, I think. Wilder overtakes him as well. LRB might overtake Cam as well, which he does. And Gavin comes through the final corner. He's going to probably finish 9th. Not enough time on Cam's penalties. He does finish 9th place. Zero's going to get the point. The fastest lap goes to Sector, who isn't in the top 10. There's Zero's 10th place. And we'll wait for Sector and Tim Bentic. But MNT Lion, Ryan and Q-Tip are your podium winners so far before stewarding. And John, Eltic, Wander, LRB Cam for the rest of the top 8. And we'll get a copy of both standings very, very soon. And there we go. Go. There are the podiums. Let's get the final results. We'll take a picture of those just for reference. And what we'll try and do, we will try and get a couple of the winners in. That's for sure. And we'll just get a picture on my phone just to make sure. So Q-Tip 13th to 3rd tonight. I'm going to try and get a couple of drivers. So MNT, Lion, Ryan and Q-Tip. So we got Lion, Ryan and Q-Tip. And we will try and invite them. Whether they will come or not, I don't know. But I will definitely invite them. And we will see what we can do. I just need to message a friend very quickly. Oh, a friend! Right, let's see if we can get a couple of the drivers in. You might actually not be able to hear me here, but I will try. So we've got MNT Lion, enter. Right, we got him, hopefully. Let's have Q-Tip, of course. He's always good for an interview, is our Q-Tip. And had a really good race as well, which is good to see. Q-Tip 1999. Let's try and get him in. We'll try and invite Ryan as well. I know Ryan likes a good interview or two. We'll try and get Ryan in as well. I think someone's just joined. Identify yourself. Hello, I think that's Lion. Which is good. Welcome, sir. We'll just wait for a couple people to come in, mate, and we'll do a couple of interviews. Don't want to waste too much of your time. Oh, hello, Q-Tip. Hello. Very, very good. We'll just wait for Ryan and have some questions. Oh my. Right.
Was the last position.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a Lion, we've got a Q-Tip. We're just waiting for one more person. If he doesn't want to come, we shall get someone else. And he does want to come. And he is here. Oh. No, he isn't. Right, we'll let Ryan get his nut type. Ryan Heron, are you here? Fabulous. Right, Lion, you are officially, and will be, the winner of BPRL Season 1.5, race number 1, from 3rd on the grid. Talk to me about your race, how it went, why you won, and anything else you want to add, my good friend.
It's not really good. I bottled the last run, so I need to start on P3. And I don't know what happened at the back of the field, but someone straight lined me and I was crashed, so I was in last position. And with luck, there was coming a safety car. So I was pitting too hard. It was a really risky move for me, but yeah, it was a very good move. And finished P1 with a few overtakes.
And a one-stop strategy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Ryan, you were 4 seconds behind, not too bad, good performance. Can you sum up your performance for us? Are you happy with your position from 6th on the grid as well? Mm-hmm. I think it was lower actually, yeah. Yep. A really good result in the end. Obviously not your fault, someone hitting you, not your fault that you had to do a hard to the end, but a really good result. Absolutely. Well done. We'll come back to you. Q-Tip, hello.
Hello.
13th in qualifying. Now, I was a little bit scared because although we know your qualifyings aren't always poles, you were talking about on Twitter how tough this division was. I wanted to see how well you could do. You battled with Bajon. It was great racing. I got all of it. You came from 13th to a podium. So come on, my friend. How did you do it, and are you happy with it?
I think tonight's result was, to be fair, quite lucky. You know, turn one, lap one was definitely wasn't what I was expecting, to be in between two Mercedes, and one of them almost spun me out, to be fair, and I thought I was going to lose the car and spin into the wall, just like a typical Ferrari, but we managed to hold it. We managed to get to, I think it was P8 when the safety car was eventually released, and it definitely deserved to have come out, because there was a massive accident. I don't know who it involved, but yeah, it was good to be fighting. It was good to be racing again here in BPRL. But we didn't have the pace today. Not like the front runners. 13th on the grid was to be expected from last season. We're still struggling in quali pace, but our race pace and our racecraft, I think, is still top notch, which is what I think brought us this result tonight.
Your teammate couldn't make it tonight, so the only points for Ferrari are coming from yourself. I just had an update from the other division that they started with 20 and ended with 7. They had 3 or 4 safety cars, and apparently it was really, really bad. 2 cars into turn 1 took each other out at lap 1, turn 1. We also saw some, not bad racing, but poor here as well, which we'll have to keep an eye on. Q-Tip, just quickly, you had 2 really cool switchbacks, so we got it live. Obviously I was commentating over it. You've obviously practiced that or got the experience, because both of them were executed perfectly and you kept your position absolutely fantastically.
Yeah, just I had a feeling that the Alfa Romeo, I can't remember his name, I probably can't say his name.
Is it Bajon?
I think, yeah, but John, I think. He did a hell of a job today, and it was a fun battle between myself and him, and I do apologise for the contact that we did have, and I'd also like to say an apology message to my ex-teammate, Tim, who some say I potentially spun out, but he went for a gap in my mind that wasn't there. I had the racing line to the penultimate corner, I think it was, or just before the penultimate corners in the last sector, and he sadly spun out, which was not what anyone wanted to see, but it was, as I say, it was nice to be battling, and yeah, I was very, very proud of my moves today.
Good stuff. Lion, I've never commentated you before. It was a pleasure today. Will we see you for Canada next week? And how do you like Canada? Do you rate it? Do you not? Is it a favourite? Are you quick?
It's personally my best track, so hopefully I can fight for the win and set a good qualifying this time.
I mean, qualifying was good. You finished 3rd. But, so Canada, you're looking forward to it?
Yeah, of course. It's a lovely track.
Well, I don't know that for a while. Fair play. Ryan?
On the last corner, so it's good, yeah.
Yeah, penalty fest. Ryan, I'm sure I've commentated you before over Canada, but I can't remember. Do you enjoy Canada, or?
Yeah, like I said, apart from the last corner, I do.
It's a big part of the track, that, the last corner. It's the main talking point of the Wall of Champions.
I mean, you've got to pass that every lap, so yeah.
I can't wait to see how many penalties people can get. Congratulations, Ryan, and Q-Tip. Well done to you all. I'm sure we'll see you next week. Thank you for the interviews. Anyone want to add any comments while you're here? Please just shout.
We were terrible today.
Right, there you go. Q-Tip says they were terrible.
We're coming back stronger next time, hopefully.
We'll come back stronger for Canada, they said. Guys, thank you so much. I'll just end the stream. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please tune in for Blue Division next week. Might not be as chaotic in terms of safety cars and crashes, but you may see some penalties. But we will see you next week for Canada. And I'm going to end the stream there. There we go.